Hello there, Aries. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. And this reading is going to be for Aries for May of 2017. What I've done for us here is I'm going to use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month, and I've pulled 4 cards for the month. And I do not believe these cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll probably blend in and out throughout the month. That's kind of the way it works for me. We'll pull Angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I'm not an astrologer, so I looked this up for us. And it's going to be in our second house, and that is monetary, material, possessions, your ability to add to your income, economic advancement. It's like all of your possessions other than real estate. And I'm kind of assuming this is the money house. I always go look at Veroush, Veroosh, for the astrology part. She lays cards and she does astrology too, and she kind of simplifies it so that I can understand. So any of you that are interested in astrology, go hop on over there and watch. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern where I'll speak as if I'm you. For all of you that are new out there, now all of us are Aries named Frankie. So we have some words before I start the reading, and from Spirit and their honesty, power, intention, and education. Now, it's looking, by the way, our things are looking here. We may get an education process, Aries. Who knows, So what I'm going to say is, if this is in our money house, and some of us may be having trouble with money, it might be a month to do something about it, because that's all I could think of. And here's the other deal too. We have 2 9s in here. So the good thing about all of this is 9 means completion. We are done. We finished the job. All of the crap is behind us. So that could be very helpful if that's what it is. And it can be, like it's all of our possessions. Maybe if it is, some of us are having financial trouble, maybe we ought to look around at those possessions and see if there's something of value there, might be able to sell or something like that. I don't know. Maybe to take our power back, because our card on the bottom of the deck is the 9 of Swords, and in my other deck, the guy's laying there and on the bed with his hand in his face, crying and boo-hooing and not sleeping. Well, when we have the 9 of Swords, it's something that's worrying us. Now, the truth of it is, it could be a real worry that I'm having right now. Maybe there's something really on my mind that's bothering me, or maybe it's a person on my mind that's bothering me. Maybe my partner, maybe a situation at work. But what I always think when I see this card, that when the tiger comes, you're afraid to face the tiger, that kind of thing. And the tiger's going to come to the door. Don't open the door, don't open the door. And you open up the door and it's a pussycat laying outside and not the tiger. So that's what I'm thinking when I see this card. Now, sometimes, and this is the little guy in your head that keeps you up all night, and he's groaning and moaning and going over conversations that I had, and this happened to me, and that one did that to me, and that I always one did that. And what I always think in the middle of the night while I'm doing all this ruminating or whatever you call it, you know, that's our word honesty too. If I'm honest with myself, I'm the only one that's losing sleep. The person I'm thinking about or the situation I'm thinking about, it's not going anywhere in the near future. And the person that I'm having this whole conversation with is obviously in bed sleeping. So I'm the one that's losing all the sleep over it. Now, if this is a true worry, what they're saying is because we have that word power in there, um, maybe it's about a partnership. Based on what I'm seeing here, that's a possibility. Maybe our intent is to get a new job. Maybe we're afraid we're not going to get that job. But based on what I'm seeing here, we are going to get the job. If it's a partnership or a marriage partnership even that I'm worried about, I think that our intention through all of this is for something to change, like something to be reborn, restarted, renewed, something along those lines. I'm saying it in that way because our next card here is the Eight of Cups. And when we have the Eight of Cups, normally this is us walking away from a situation. Now, we don't, all these cups are full. So for some of us, Aries, it's going to be we've done every single thing we can. There's nothing more we can do. And now it's time to close the door. We opened the door, it was a pussycat outside. Now it's time to walk away from the situation and to alter or change it. This can be at certain times like a really simplistic thing, like, oh, my kid's going away to college and they're going to come back in, another month when college is over, or something like that, or someone is going away or out of my life, and it could be short period. But a lot of times, and the feeling for whatever reason I get when I'm touching this card is, this is a situation or a circumstance that we have given everything we can to it. And there's nothing more we can do to change it. If there's nothing more we can do to change it, then we need to take our power back and totally walk away from it. Leave it in the past, behind us. That in itself actually is an education process. When we have given and given and given, and finally it's time, there's nothing more we can give. Sometimes this will be a relationship. Sometimes this is a job circumstance that, you know, maybe they're not paying us enough, maybe they're piling one job on top of us after another, or they're getting rid of people and saying, okay, Aries, you're step up to the plate and take guy number 2, 3, and 4's job too. And we've given everything, because these cups are standing. We have given everything and all we can do. I look at this and I think about that second house, money house, I'm thinking, did we give every penny we had towards a relationship or a circumstance or a situation, that it may not, it's keeping us up at night? Do we want to continue? Sometimes I see this card and I think in my mind that if I was honest with myself, right, that word honesty again, or the truth of the matter is, how much more do I want to give? Or how much more am I expected to give? It's kind of along those lines, right? Or where do I stand in this situation? So if it's in a relationship thing, I would want to keep all of my relationships, anything I can do around it to keep things calm, unless this is my straw that broke the camel's back. Now, if this is around maybe I'm getting too much work overload on me, maybe I want to step up to the plate. Maybe I want to talk to my boss and say, I'm one person. When I got hired on here, that's kind of the intention. We can say that very calm. We can take our power back and say, I don't mind if you're in a bind for doing this for a short period of time, but I am only one person. I'm only one man, I'm only one woman. I cannot do four people's job, and especially if I'm expected to keep one person's salary, you know. Sometimes we want to do these things. Maybe this means that we want to do this for a short period of time, but not forever is what they're saying. So, you know, if there's something that is temporarily holding us back, if it's a temporary thing, you know, go for it. If not, maybe you want to really look this situation over. How can it be renewed, reborn, rebirthed, whatever? Is it possible? That's the way they're saying it to me. That's the way Spirit's saying it to me. And they're saying with those two cards, you know, and we have more things that are pointing towards intention, and we have a lot of good things happening here too, because our next card here is the Page of Cups, and that's a good message. Good message. It's a surprising message. Look at this kid here. He's looking at that fish coming out of the cup, and he's got this, like, I don't know if I can get the glare, like, wow, that's the rabbit out of the hat. Look at what I did. I just pulled the rabbit out of the hat. Well, this is good news, good message, right? But it always comes with a surprise. So maybe someone trying to think of things, maybe someone tells us, oh, guess what? You know, uh, guess what? I'm getting married next week. You know, this is our kid or something, or maybe this is our partner we've been living with for a long time. And he says, oh, guess what? He or she says, guess what? Why don't we get married? And you say, when? They say, tomorrow. And you're like, oh, it's a message of love. It's a message of encouragement. It also feels like a message of, if I educate myself, if this has to do with career, around the process or what I need to do, if I educate myself towards it, right, I can like almost create a new circumstance within my career or job or something along those lines that security, means security, right? But remember with him, there's always a surprise. It's good, but it's a surprise. So if it is me, Aries, that's receiving this surprise, I think I'd want to, you know, like put in that cup what I want the surprise to come out as. Maybe I want to think about it a little bit. Because remember, we have those words, honesty, power, intention. That's like a manifestation. And when I think of that rabbit in the hat, I think of spirits helping me along with this good message. Because the next card we have is the I'm throwing the cards everywhere and can't get them back up off of here. It's the Four of Wands or rods in this deck. And to me, that's kind of like the happy home card, where I have like enough money. You know, maybe that's a surprise. Maybe we're going to get a raise. So, you know, if we are in difficult or trying circumstances right at this time, we want to face them, right? Because this is the outcome. So if it's this marriage thing, or the surprise was someone asking me to marry him, or a new job, you know, maybe you have to take on a few more responsibilities for a short period of time. I'm going to do it because this is going to add to my finances. Because when we have this is about an excellent card. Of a lot of the cards in the tarot deck, this one is really a good card. Happy marriage, happy partnerships, happy by myself. If this Eight of Cups is telling me that I need to turn my back on something that's disturbing to me, or if it's in my money house, draining me financially right now. You know, maybe I'm doing a project or a work project or something uh, and I'm putting my own funds into it in some manner to like kickstart it. Let's say I'm an entrepreneur. I'm putting my own money in there. Yeah, I'm going to get this money back out, but protect myself. This is the happy home card, happy relationships, happy good things, financial security. So in that being honest with ourselves, maybe rebirthing a new idea how we wanted things to be, this could be just exactly how we want them to be. We want them to be happy, we want them to be secure, and we're kind of, with this surprise card here, there's no use in staying up all night worrying ourselves because the other person's sleeping, right? If this is a surprise card, this is what we want, really. But Spirit's telling me the intention has to be, uh, well, they said don't do anything rash, with money or finances, or like jump on think things over. And the reason I'm saying think things over, like, do I need some more information? That education thing. Do I need, um, if I'm going to get married, do I need to know more about my partner? Don't just jump into the marriage, jump off the deep end. If this is what I want, maybe there's a little more I need to know, Aries, about the situation, about maybe the surprise, you know, maybe the surprise. Because our next card here is the Hermit. And this is our other 9 card, which means completion. But see the star in there? The Hermit goes within. Here he is, standing up there, what? Kind of like on top of the mountain in the pitch black, on the edge of the mountain, but he's not afraid because he's shining light on the situation. When we get this Hermit card, it is calling us to go within. Now, the feeling off of the card this month is perhaps we know the Hermit's there. That's our internal guidance system that's going to put us on the right path, show us the right way. The feeling around him this month is maybe I'm not listening. Maybe I'm not listening, but he's still pushing me because I'm doing a lot of very strange things. Like I'm closing the blinds, and locking the door. Because he's calling me, but I'm not listening. Now, why am I closing the blinds at, 1 o'clock in the afternoon and closing the door? Why am I shutting off the phone? It's telling me I have to go within. So if any of us are doing these odd things or saying, I just got to get away for a while, I'm going to take a little vacation for the weekend, that's the Hermit. He's saying to us, come on, um, that's how he's saying, come on in, shine the light on what is happening, if this 9 of Swords is real or not, educate myself if I need more information. Is it a gut feeling I need because he's so prominent? And we have these 2 9s and together, if we have the 9 of Swords and the Hermit is a 9, that's completion. What do I need to fin? Yeah, they just said, Frankie, look down, the star. Now, the star is the best card in the deck. We're getting everything that we want. The star is manifestation from the spiritual realm, which is our Hermit card, into the physical plane. The good things. The good things. Our 4 rods are exciting, happy, surprise, emotional, like loving, because it's a cup card. Think about that for a minute. And the Hermit has a star, in here. And the Hermit is the only one that can see. So if I'm doing, I have to talk like I'm you, if I'm doing a few strange things this month, like I don't want to talk to anybody, I want to go inside, I want to look at the situations going on and I'm not listening, so all of a sudden I'm shutting everything out and I'm like, why did I just do that? What am I supposed to do? Spirit's telling us, sit down, Aries, sit with ourselves, decide what is the right course of action, be very honest with yourself, take my power back, have an intention behind what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, because we're Aries, we're logical, we're fire signs, we got to know the facts in order to get forward faster, right? And if it's going to benefit us, we're going to do it. So instead of like closing the door and the blinds and saying, I just don't feel like talking to anybody, close the door and blinds and sit with ourselves and go within, find out, are the choices that we're making right now the right ones for us, period. Like, and they're saying, period, like an exclamation point, point. That's the way they're saying it to me. Let's see what our angels here have to say. Aries, wow, that really is a process, huh, with that 8 in there. Maybe it is for some of us wedding. But I gotta tell you, even with a card that actually says wedding, and I've never pulled that up. Maybe some of us are getting married, but some of us are coming together with someone or with a circumstance that is much better for us, right? Way much better. So whatever it takes, Aries, do the responsible thing and go within. It says, marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith, dearest one. And I believe that's what the Hermit is, faith. Faith in ourselves. Maybe our partnership that is a within one. And when I look at it again, it could be a relationship, a friendship, or something along those lines that either needs to be encouraged more or discouraged more if we feel we have to walk away from it, or if it's a job, partnership within the corporation. This is our financial house, if it comes back to there, we're getting a good message that is emotional, loving, but it's a surprise also. It says you receive this card because the topic of marriage is related to your question. Let's hope that little page isn't one of our kids that comes home and says, hey, guess what, Mom? I'm getting married. Oh, when? Tomorrow. Too funny. There's either a wedding in your near future or the angels are suggesting a renewal of your vows to keep romance alive in a present marriage. This card is surrounded with love and positive energy, so there's no need to worry about its message. Be open to love, romance, and possibilities, and enjoy your wedding day. I always think we can marry ourselves, Aries. We're Aries, we like ourselves. There you go. It says you'll receive a romantic or a business proposal. And that keeps where they're going. So maybe some of us are, or one of our kids are going to surprise us with this. But it feels a lot because it's in that money house. It may have to do with career or whatever. You're experiencing a mystical marriage between your inner male and female energy. That's kind of weird too. That would be our Hermit card, and they're like begging us to go within here. It says you'll meet someone significant at a wedding you attend. Hey, maybe you turn your back on those cups because you're going out to party, Aries. That would be worth it. There you go. Discuss the topic of marriage with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and you'll soon meet a future marital partner, or one of your friends or family members will marry soon. Oops. Yeah, we got some interesting things, but when I think that word marriage, I think like our corporations merging, and where, do I stand within that? Is one company buying out another, not just a physical marriage? But, you know, if we take that little bit of time to think about it, what they're showing us is it's beneficial to us because we end up with that stability, you know no matter what way it goes, Aries. So educate yourself if you need more information. This is like what they say, rebirth, renewal, everything. Be honest with yourself, take your power back, and do this with a firm set intention. Okay? Well, Aries, that's our reading for May. And I want to tell you all, thank you for your likes, shares, and your subscribes and the comments. I really appreciate the comments. I read each and every one of them, even though I don't get a lot of time to answer it. I read them, trust me, and I enjoy them. If any of you want to know more about me, all the information is down below the screen. Or if you'd like to set an appointment with me, all the information is there on the website to be able to do that. And to all of you that I've met through doing these YouTube readings this last year, I want to tell you all thank you. And I have to say, for all of the people I've met through doing all these readings for 28 years, I have a really good job. And for all of you, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. And hopefully, I will be back here next month. Bye-bye.